What we always said is that packaging has no identity. It's a tool. You pack something in which is valuable for us as consumers. There's a value for the product inside, but we do not see a value for the product outside. That this tray is a real problem when we look into today's world. It has no identity. It's only for one use. What's your contribution now? Why this is not a useless tray anymore?
Yes, well, Nicholas, if I may, I think you really struck a key point when you said identity. It's a very simple idea, but a very powerful idea that these objects can now tell the machines in recycling facilities and sorting facilities what they are. What was their past? What was their heritage? Were they used for food or non-food contact? Who's the manufacturer? What materials are they composed of? How many layers, for example, in a foil pouch? And this totally changes the dynamic in terms of how sorting equipment is done today, where cameras attempt to make a detection about the object. What we do is turn that totally around. The object tells the system what it is.
But the thing is, what I have really appreciated most on this technology is that is like I take our yogurt pot, as you remember, that we have been able to code nearly everything which is there, and we're always saying is that this has a code, but this has a code as well. So therefore, when separated, it works. Is there a huge difference between the printing and then the coding, but it works both in the camera?
In a case of a shrink sleeve that covers an entire bottle, a 100% shrink sleeve, current systems cannot detect what is underneath the shrink sleeve. Mm-hmm. And so in this way, the outer shrink sleeve says, as to your phrase about introduction, this is what I am and who I am. And this is what is the material that's underneath me. And then the operator, the facility has a choice that they can make as to what's the best way to divert or negative or positive sort based upon the characteristics of that object.
We are all well aware that currently the Digimarc barcode is extremely advanced in the market and has proven several times now that it's working. What is from my recognition, where do you believe, is there anything which we have not considered today? How comfortable are we? And I'm saying this because I'm very pushy quite often on this one, but when is this available?
I think realistically, in terms of commercialization, I think we're looking well into next year. But I think that's important because the scaling process, what often happens in technology, is it works a certain way at this scale. And as you enlarge that, you'll find things along the way that you want to optimize to ensure the robustness of the solution. And that when it's commercially deployed very broadly, then it's able to meet expectations.